Friends, we are back again for another PSA eBay episode, and last week it was all about the gold Prizm cards. This week we are going to be looking at Prizm Silvers, some of the most popular cards in the entire modern card hobby, and we're going to look at a variety of different cards here in the PSA eBay store. Keep in mind not to forget to use the SCD25 promo code if you have never submitted to PSA before. Take $25 off that first order that you use PSA. Also, keep in mind, when you grade cards with PSA, yes, you can send them all home, but you can also send them all to the PSA Vault and then sell them on eBay, or it could be partial. It could be some of them come home and some of them go to sell on eBay. So there's all sorts of different options for you. First, I want to look at a card that I've been paying attention to just to see if the price moves down with Victor Womenyama's injury. And so far, this thing has held steady. I thought this might be a $500 card, to be honest with you, by now as we're hitting summertime. And this one here is actually, I believe it's priced to sell, $7.99 or best offer. Let me see if I can pull up exactly what these are going for currently with the card ladder data. Yeah, this is a $745 card. So this is priced to sell really here at $7.99 OBO. Pop reports, of course, are moving up on this one. What is it sitting at now? Now we're at 4,600 10s, 2,109. So not a rare card whatsoever, but probably the kind of that flagship rookie card for Wemby, the Silver Prizm. It's always going to be popular. And of course, Panini losing the license. What is that going to mean for these as we move forward? You know, are people going to harken back to the days of Panini Prizm products and just Panini products in general, the license stuff? I think it's going to be really interesting to see. This card is always on my radar at the right price. It's not quite low enough for me to pull the trigger on currently. Tyrese Haliburton, another guy that went all the way to the finals. And man, this card is a perfect example of how treacherous the card market can be. This guy is literally on cloud nine. Pacers are making their way to the finals. They get all the way to game 7. Not only do they not win game 7, but Haliburton tears his Achilles and is out for probably the entire next season. It's insanity. This guy is literally on a rocket ship as far as popularity in the NBA. Everybody's talking this guy up. You know, the Pacers are the next kind of that it team, young, great nucleus. And this guy's about to miss a year. We're literally 2 seasons away. So what is the incentive, or I guess what is the rush urgency to buy Haliburton cards right now? And I think that's the tricky thing. The other side of this is the Pacers could have won the championship. He could have not gotten hurt, and we'd be looking at different outcomes. Now, what effect would that have on his card prices? We don't really know, but it's interesting to see kind of the upside versus downside risks when it comes to trading cards and modern players and injuries. Just wild. Wanted to quickly share this Wemby card as well. This is a Thunder Lane insert Silver Prizm. I just thought it was cool. It is a select Thunder Lane insert. It is a PSA 10, 160 OBO. I don't know if that's a great price for it. Do we have the PSA 10 data on it? There's 343 of these, 94 nines, so probably not a ton of urgency. And this is OBO, so nice looking card though. Just love the look of the card. I feel like this is a great collector card, especially for young people. And again, I don't know if this is a $160 card. Maybe you get it for half. Usually when I see or best offer on eBay, I offer half to start and see where it goes from there. All right, CJ Strad. The PSA 10 for this one went all the way up to 1,000 at last year's National. Can you believe that we're 2 weeks out from the National again this year? This card was $1,000, right around there, anywhere from $900 to $1,100 at last year's National. I remember this because I was sitting next to Neo, and I believe he sold one at the National last year for right around that price. Now, the 10 has come down quite a bit. I think it's a $500, $600, $700 card now. The 9, I saw a recent sale on Card Ladder at $130. So again, though, I look at this as an opportunity for a card that it's not the easiest card to gem, but if you're someone that's a CJ Stroud collector, you're speculating, you can get a 9 for a quarter of the price of the 10, maybe even less than 25% of the price of a 10. And a lot of these 9s are great looking cards. So the one of the last sales for this is $130. This one at time of recording sitting at $15.50, and it ends on Monday night, it looks like. So one to keep an eye on for sure. All right, next one up. I think this is a great card for a LeBron Cavs fan. Just a great pick of him, Duncan. It's 2015 Prizm Silver here. Big asking price without an OBO on it at $599. There's not tons of these in a 10. There's 142. So I wouldn't say it's low pop, but there's not loads and loads of them out there. So there was a recent sale over the last couple of months at $330, according to Card Ladder data. So this is one to kind of keep an eye on. I think if this person decides to switch this over to an auction, just auction it off, or they go OBO on this, and you want to make an offer. If he's asking $599, there's probably a better price point, at least if we're looking at the most recent sales. But I really love. I've got Drew Brees, I've got Tom Brady from these 2015 Prizm sets, the silver Prizm versions and 10's, and I just love the design. So for those of you that were around during the pandemic era, this is going to just show you exactly how crazy it was. So I sold one of these Trey Young Prizm rookie cards in a PSA 10 for $700. And guess what? It wasn't even the silver Prizm version. It was the base. It was the base version of the Trey Young rookie card for $700. This is the silver Prizm card, which back then was probably $2,500, maybe $3,000 for the silver Prizm version in a 10. This card is sitting at $175. And I think that if you're a Trey Young fan, now is probably such a good time to buy this guy, because I think he's on his way out of Atlanta. He's just not on the radar at all. I think he had kind of like an attitude issue, or he wasn't happy with the Hawks, or vice versa. Hawks weren't winning. So it could be that he gets a fresh start somewhere else. He's a talented young player. But, this is, my God, this is an example, a guy that came out with Luka and Shea. Great player, but man, this shows you how hype can really go take you far. And hype really took Trey Young far. He was shooting the logo threes like Luka, and he was, kind of that young phenom. Meanwhile, SGA, people were paying some attention to SGA, but it wasn't on the same level as Trey Young, which is funny now when you look at the fact that SGA just won a title and won MVP. But this just makes me just wow. I just can't believe this card is $175. I hadn't looked at a price point for Trey Young cards in so long, and this one popped up. But again, I think if you are a Trey Young collector, you're a fan of his, this is a really nice card from one of my favorite sets. I love the design of 2018 Prizm for football and basketball. And so just probably a good, decent value here at $175. All right, this is the stuff that I like to see. I like to see guys that are not quarterbacks that are out here getting graded and people, putting some money behind. This one's sitting at $73. This is, of course, Brock Bowers, the tight end for the Raiders that lit it up last year. He was fantastic. This is a great looking card. Again, it's that great design that harkens back. It's kind of a mix between 2012 and 2013 Prizm, but this is the silver Prizm PSA 10 Brock Bowers, number 315. It ends on Monday evening, currently at $73. But I like collecting, for myself, I collect Alvin Kamara, and I collect, Barry Sanders. I collect running backs. I've got some wideouts, some Jerry Rice stuff. I like the fact that people in football are not just only collecting quarterbacks now. They are also collecting Justin Jefferson, and they're collecting Jamar Chase. And I'm sure that, Anton Genti is going to have some serious collectors in Oakland, along with Bowers. That's going to be a fun team to watch offensively. They got to figure out the quarterback situation, but this is just a cool card. I like the fact that football card collectors are really spreading it out. Not as much on the vintage side as I would like to see, just because there's so many great vintage football cards. But the modern football card collectors, especially young people, can afford to get into, some of these nice cards for, tight ends, running backs, defensive players. And there's some great cards out there right now for those guys. Here's another guy that was dunzos. I mean, this guy looked terrible. For the first season and a half, Bryce Young looked like me out there trying to play quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. And then the last half of this past season, he showed signs. He showed signs that he could be an NFL quarterback. We'll see if that carries over. I hope not, because I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. I hope he's lousy. I hope we sack him 100 times. I hope he throws us 5 picks. I want him to be horrible, but I know that there's Bryce Young collectors out there. There are Carolina Panthers fans, even though they're not, I'm not fans of theirs, and vice versa. We'll have to see. But this is another guy, Bryce Young, hype machine, all the hype behind Bryce Young. He floundered. People lost a lot of money on Bryce Young. But now you look and you see his prices have settled out pretty nicely. And what does that mean kind of, as we move into these seasons coming up? Does it mean that there'd be some room for some price trending up? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, I still feel like some of his stuff is overpriced, but we'll have to see. With quarterbacks, it's just so flimsy. I mean, these careers can be amazing. They can be amazing and then go to zero. Look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was on an MVP trajectory season with the Eagles, literally had a season-ending injury, had the backup come in, win the Super Bowl against Tom Brady, and Carson Wentz, I think, he backs up Patrick Mahomes now? I mean, you just never hear about him, and there's so many stories of quarterbacks, so I think it's really tough speculating. I think this is mostly a flipping game, for the young quarterbacks. You try to get them maybe off season and they have a great season and they kind of bounce back. Guys that bounce back, Jared Goff was an example of this. Sam Darnold was an example of this. Baker Mayfield was an example of this, where guys kind of, they start off hot and then they kind of crash a little bit, but then they come back and you're able to come in and make a play on those. But they're usually just kind of buys and sells, flip type cards. Speaking of boom or bust, Trevor Lawrence. Look, this guy has Travis Hunter now with Brian Thomas Jr. He is completely out of excuses at this point. If Trevor Lawrence can't make it happen with the Jags this season, I think heads are going to roll. And this guy signed $275 million contract. I think that's really kind of the big story here is what happened to this guy? What happened? He had kind of a lousy first year because Urban Meyer was coach, so that was kind of the excuse. Urban Meyer was coaching, so blah blah blah. Couldn't it wasn't his fault. Now he's got a good coach with Peterson. But he's kind of floundered a little bit. This is his PSA 10. What are we looking at for PSA data here? 136. There's not many of these. It's $975 OBO. There was a recent sale at $728. So this one is over that price. So this one's in kind of like the $700 to $800 range. It looks like by what the Card Ladder data is showing here for recent sales over the last couple of months. But will this guy finally get over the hump? T-Law, like what's going on? And last but certainly not least, we've got the 9% gem rate Caitlyn Clark Silver Prizm rookie cards. This is the number 22 card for her. There's 83 10s, there's 576 9s, 301 8s. They're still grading a lot of these, but this is an extremely tough grade. This one's sitting at $2,000 currently. It ends on Wednesday night. Coming up next week. So this is a card that's been selling for pretty big money just based on the fact that, that gem rate has been low. Now, will that change, as more and more get graded? Maybe the gem rate kind of sorts itself out. It was at 9%. Maybe it's gotten a little bit better. But this is the number 22 card. And then there's another one in the PSA eBay store, and it is the number 145. So this is more of like the pose with the, holding up number one. This one also ends Wednesday, same time, PSA 10. It's sitting at $632. I'm curious to see how these end up. This one is, it's just as bad. The gem rate is just as bad. There's 34 10s, 256 9s. Now, the one thing, though, with these is, they weren't short printed, so they're going to grade more and more of these. I'm sure there's a lot of these sitting at PSA to get graded. So I think that, the best thing, my thought here is patience probably is the way to go here. Caitlyn Clark is injured right now. She's not doing anything to light the world on fire, at least over the next couple of weeks. I mean, we'll see if that changes. Her pricing really has not been affected much by her injury. So we're going to have to see kind of how this plays out with her. But at some point, she'll have to get on the court and do some really big things. I think she's going to have to win, MVP titles and that sort of a thing. She'll be able to ride the wave for a little while. She's in her second season, but we'll see how that ends up playing out and if it affects pricing. All right, guys, that's all we've got for this week. The Silver Prizm episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. And we will be back again, hopefully next week. Don't forget to use that SCD25 promo code to take $25 off your first PSA submission. Tell a friend about it so they can save some money. And for all of those that are using the eBay affiliate link down below to make your eBay purchases, I very much appreciate you. Guys, have an amazing day ahead. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.